What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Creative Rise podcast. And this is a thankful episode.
A thankful episode.
There's going to be a lot of value in here as well. But guys, it's Thanksgiving here in the U.S., which is awesome. It's Thanksgiving week. If you're not from the U.S., you're missing out because this week's great.
You get to eat a lot of turkey.
Yes. By the way,
Joey,
and he had a turkey today. Not to brag, but I might have, as my mom says, I might have outdone myself on this one.
That's true.
It was really good.
Joey smoked a turkey, and I kid you not that the process was 3 days. I don't think you worked for 3 days because honestly, you were working on this turkey. Like
That's not true.
Marinated
That's not
for
true.
24
That's not true.
hours.
It was like a 3-day process, but I wasn't working on it the whole time. But it was good.
It felt like it. You were up till
Might have
like
tasted
1:30 in the morning.
Might have tasted
doing
like
this
I was
stuff.
working on it the whole time. I hope
Honestly,
it did.
worth it. Best turkey I've ever had. I'm sorry, Mom, but it really was the best turkey I've ever had. It was so
It was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
And it's Thanksgiving week,
Thanksgiving,
guys. Welcome.
It's Black Friday,
Yeah.
it's Cyber Monday. It's all of these fun things. We love holiday weeks, and we wanted to make this one special, so we've got something fun at the end of this podcast to tell you about. But yeah, we first want to say that we're so thankful because Thanksgiving is more important than Black Friday or Cyber Monday or all those good things. And we are thankful. Why don't we do you say something you're thankful for in business, and I'll say something I'm thankful for in business.
All right, you go first.
Oh, correct. Okay.
Well, let's spot you go first.
One, with Creative Rise, I am so thankful for our grad community. We have like a solid grad community of Creative Rise Mastermind grads who have jumped into a monthly community with us. And it is honestly such a cool community. And like
It's the best.
it's the best. And then secondly, in more like my individualized business, I'm thankful for my recurring clients. I'm really excited. We have a shoot coming actually next week. It's a New Year's shoot. And it's kind of like a new year, new me vibe. It's totally different than anything they've done before. And so I'm really excited about just designing that campaign and shooting it.
Yeah, you're really excited about that one. I am on the Creative Rise side. I'm really, really grateful that people share their wins with us. I love one, getting to be a part of helping people create a win, but I love when someone actually goes, "Hey, we got this client," or just landed this deal, or the thing I was really worried about turned out because I implemented this framework or whatever. And I love when people actually share that back with us.
Yeah.
It is so fun. Because that's why we do what we do, is to help creatives get paid to do what they love. And so when I get to hear about people getting paid to do what they love, it's the best thing ever. And we get a lot of those wins thrown at us daily by the hundreds of people that have gone through the mastermind that keep us updated all the time. And then also you guys listen to the show that just reach out and say, "Hey, I implemented stuff from episode 63 and it helped me land this client," right? I don't even know what episode 63 is. We'd have to go back and look to that. But
Really good one.
yeah. So I'm really thankful for that. And then on my business side, I'm really grateful for the team. I feel like we've gotten to accomplish a bunch of really cool brand projects this year, a lot of brand builds, and it's great to have a really, really good team of people working with you on the visual design, on narrative stuff, on website stuff. So
Shout out to the team.
Shout out to the team. Shout out to Cody, Mig, Troy, you, am I forgetting anybody? Cassie. Yeah. It's Carrie Ann. It's been a great year for all that stuff. So shout out to all the people on the team that make all the brand builds happen in my world. And it's just been a great year. So
It's so fun.
yeah, the year's not over yet.
No,
But
it's not.
it's been a great year. So that's what we're thankful for. What are you guys thankful for? Hopefully you guys can dial in on some of that stuff. If you want to share with us, share with us. DM it to us. But guys, today we are here to talk about the 3 posts that you need, the 3-post formula that you need to implement in order to get your next client. And then if you're right, your next client and your next client and your next client and your next client, because we are talking about a pinned post strategy that answers some of the biggest questions that an onlooker would actually have prior to them ever working with you, right? Which is really, really important. So the question is, well, Joey, can I actually create a 3-post formula that will drive my lead generation upwards towards the right? That's what everybody wants. In the wedding space, that's all we ever hear about. I need more inquiries. In the brand space, that's all we ever hear about. I need more inquiries.
Yeah.
I need people to answer my pitches, answer my emails. And so whether you're in the brand space or whether you're in the wedding space, this is for you and it's incredibly important for you. So this strategy that we're going to be talking about today works because it is 3 answers to the biggest 3 questions that anybody ever has when they actually come and start looking at your social media and they're questioning hiring you, which, spoiler alert, Every single time someone goes to hire you, they are going to be looking at your social media. That's the world we live in today. They
Yeah.
probably found you through social media, right? But everyone is going to first look at your social media as a proof of concept on, does this person look trustworthy? Can I, does it look like somebody I would actually get along with? Do I want to work with them? Are they going to help me get to where I want to go? So it's very, very important. Those aren't the specific questions. We're going to get into the actual questions, the 3 questions that people ask. But it's very important you guys take this seriously because it's serious. This is a really, really important thing that we have started implementing, and a ton of the people in our community are implementing, and they're getting great results. Example, John from Callahan Projects, just to give you guys a little example of what this looks like. He's recently got a message saying, "Hey, my name is blank. I'm the marketing director here. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment that you had sent me earlier. I really, really like your first pin post on your account. Have you ever considered doing these for companies? You've got a great look and video quality. I'd love to hire you to do some of this short form work for us. Would you be interested?" And he screenshots that and sends it to our grad community and says, "Pinned posts." So here's the best part about pinned posts. Not only do they help get you clients, but if you're in the commercial space, you can also take the things we're going to be talking about and go sell it to them. Because the truth is, every business needs these 3 pin posts, this 3 post formula. It's not just creatives. This is how you're going to get more work, but you could turn around and sell this, what we're talking about today, to clients if you're in the
We
commercial
just
space.
did that. We
We
just sold
we just
a
did.
post deal like last week,
We just
and
did.
it's so exciting because it actually works. Like the people that are implementing these pin posts, I cannot tell you how many DMs we've gotten from people going, I literally posted it, and within 24 hours, I had 2 new inquiries. And these are
Yeah.
brand space people, not just wedding space people. This works for both the wedding and the brand. But it's actually shocking the amount of brand people that are getting these inquiries right off the bat. Because most brand people go, oh, unless I have a big following, I'm not really gaining a lot of inquiries through my socials. This is changing
Yeah,
that.
the brand space is traditionally not a super
Inbound
inbound, industry. It
unless
is
you
more of
got a
an
big audience,
yeah,
yeah.
or unless you've been doing it for a long time, but it is traditionally more of a outbound industry, right? Where you have to go pitch people. So to
Yes.
be able to create these pin posts and literally within 24 hours, so many people that are keeping us updated are saying, "Hey, I just launched it." We're all going over and hyping them up, cheering them on, resharing it, and they're getting inquiries from people that we would like to call ghost followers, people that have been following your account that are actually qualified to be really, really good clients for you, but you have not done anything interesting enough, or you haven't done anything, you haven't posted any content that speaks to those 3 questions enough for them to actually reach out and hire you. And when you create the pin post, this 3 post formula, and you actually post it on your account and have them living there, all of a sudden those people come alive and they're like, wow, this is amazing. You need to work for us. So
Mhm.
that's been the experience in the brand space. What about the wedding space? How have you seen people using these in the wedding space? And then we're going to get into everything.
No, the wedding space has been so cool. I feel like sometimes with weddings, people just go straight into like, I'm just posting portfolio work, or I'm posting like videos of me educating people, and all those things are great. We love organic content. Don't get us wrong here. We love organic content. But when you have something that you can set it and forget it and it stays and it continues to nurture clients, what I've been seeing is people have been able to book at way higher prices because this is nurturing someone
Yeah.
through the 3 pinned post, getting them to understand exactly what it is that their value is, who they are, how they can trust them more. And it's causing people to be able to book higher packages with people and to not get ghosted as much because so many of the couples are actually looking through your Instagram before they ever reach out to you. And so if you can nurture them in that process really well, it does a huge amount of legwork for you on the sales call, which is super
Yeah.
cool. So the irony of this is that most creatives suck at doing their own content, even though they're really good at content. Like you and I would be at blame for this at points in our career. I'm sure you are too, where it's like, oh, I'm spending all this time working on client work, client content. But then as soon as it comes around to like actually working on my own content, it's like everyone freezes.
And this isn't like, oh, the content that lights me up, that makes me feel good. The like portfolio stuff I've really been wanting to create. You don't suck at that. You might suck, and this is what a lot of people do. You might actually suck as a creative at the content that sells for your own business. You spend all your time trying to create fun little portfolio pieces for yourself and then helping clients create their own content that helps them sell their businesses. But when it comes to you selling your own business,
Exactly.
this is the irony of being a creative. It's often very, very difficult. And if it remains difficult for you, you will not make as much money. Your business will not grow to the size that it could. That's the problem we're trying to change today.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you feel overwhelmed by socials, you're like, oh, I don't ever post on socials because honestly, I hate it. This is a great option for you because, again, it's a set it and forget it. Now, we continue to push you towards doing more organic, but this is a really good first step. And if you already love socials and you're like, oh, I'm posting all the time, but it feels like I'm not actually converting people very well, or I'm getting ghosted on my calls, or I'm getting price checked all the time, this is also really helpful because it's giving you the strategy to actually convince clients that you are the only option, that you are the only option they want to work with. So,
And if you are killing it, you are selling on your socials, I still guarantee you that if you implement more of what we're gonna talk about today, you'll just get better and better and better
yeah,
results. Because we've even seen that with people in our community that are doing a couple $100,000 in both the wedding space and in, like, the agency space or the video space or the brand photo and video space. They're implementing this and their businesses are still growing. They're still getting, reached out to in the first 24 or 48 hours of posting these posts, and people saying, "Oh my gosh, let's do this," or "Hey, let's renew that contract. We loved your recent video." So
yeah,
that's important. So wherever you're at, this is applicable to you. So this strategy we've been using to help creatives is speaking to your ideal client. So the whole goal of this is that you come up with a three post strategy, for a three post formula that speaks to your ideal client very specifically. And then you're able to pin that on your account. So you get to create these posts once and they get to serve your business over and over and over again. Sorry, my dog is so distracting. He's eating. What is he eating?
a piece of
He's
plastic,
got a piece of.
some micro.
He's just swallowing plastic over here. Anyway, we're thankful for the future vet bill that we're about to have. Okay,
Okay, fine.
back to what I was talking about. So why this is so important, because this three post formula is, again, speaking to your ideal client, and it's helping you answer some of the biggest three questions that your ideal client will have before they ever hire you. There's
Absolutely.
there's questions clients have after they hire you before you've done the work. There's questions for sure they have after you've delivered the work. But most importantly, the biggest questions that you need to think about as a creative are, what are the questions my ideal client is asking prior to actually hiring me, prior to sending that bank transfer or filling out their card information on my website and clicking book, right? Like, what are the questions that my ideal client asks before they get to that process? And this three post formula is going to show you how to answer those questions and then have them live in a pinned format on the top of your socials. So anytime someone looks at you, you are actually combating those three biggest questions that stop somebody from hiring you. So what are those three questions?
Yeah.
You might be asking me, Christy. The three questions are: number one, do I in any way connect with this person? Do I like this person? No one wants to work with a creative they
No.
don't somewhat feel like they would connect with, right?
Well, and
Oftentimes,
I was
photo and video is a very intimate thing, whether you're a business and someone's coming and sticking a camera in your face, whether you're uh, a bride, like, that's an incredibly intimate thing.
yeah.
It's very important to think about that first question.
And it's interesting with this one because I think everyone can at some point think in their mind, they might be thinking, well, if someone feels like they like me or they connect with me, what does that really mean for the deal? Like that I can't compute on why that is so important. Think about a time in your life where you had two options. One was more expensive, or maybe one even was like not as good as many deliverables or whatever it is. And there's two different people you're about to work with, but you know one of them. Like you feel like, oh, I connect with this person. I like them. You probably end up going with them even if they're more expensive. So this first one is very good with the price side of things as well. So
Mm.
if you can get someone to really connect with you on a deeper level, it goes a massive, massive way. So number one is, do I connect with this person? That is what your first pin post is all about.
Yeah, very, very important.
Very important.
Number two is, does this person have the ability to solve my problem? So whether you're in the brand space or whether you're in the wedding space, your potential clients are going to be looking at you saying, can this person solve my problem? Can Christy help me achieve what I want to achieve? Can this other client over here help me avoid this future pain that I could foresee our business experiencing if we don't get into the content game?
Yeah.
Could Christy shoot my wedding in a way where I will be able to relive it for the rest of my life? So number two, the second question people are always asking is, does this creative help me avoid pain or achieve some type of opportunity that I am looking to get my hands on, right? That is so important. Is whatever they do going to work for me? That is question number two. That is so fundamentally important, because a lot of times we will land on people's social media, especially creatives, and it's like, okay, their work's kind of nice, but like, I can't really tell what they do or what the process of what they do is or what it even looks like to work with this person. And if someone is looking to answer those questions and they don't find those answers on your socials, they're going to move on to somebody that has that stuff clearly outlined. So the second thing that you need to be answering in terms of this formula is, how do I make sure I really clarify what I do and what problems it solves or what new opportunity it creates for somebody.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Number 3 is, why should I trust this person? Okay. The last question that somebody is going to be asking you anytime they're looking to work with you and they're scrolling your socials is going to be, okay, I might like this person. I think they're kind of cool, or I connect with them on this level. I understand what they do now. It looks like if I hire them, they'll help me, but can I trust them? Are they going to deliver on time? Are they good at communication? Maybe my something about what I'm doing is confidential. Maybe it's a high-end wedding and there needs to be NDAs signed. Are they gonna keep the NDA secure? Are they gonna break the NDA and go tell everybody about what happened personally at our personal event? Maybe there's compliance and confidentiality stuff built into somebody's business that they only wanna hire a creative if they feel like they can really, really trust them. These are very common things,
Yeah.
right?
And
Very,
just
very
being
common.
someone else in their industry that trusted you and all of that kind of stuff
Yeah.
can be so important. And so there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but there's some really strategic ways to do this that we believe work the
Yeah.
best.
So those are the 3 biggest questions. Number 1, do I connect with this person? Number 2, is this actually going to help me solve my problem or give me the new opportunity I'm looking for, right? Is this going to work for me? And then third question is, can I trust this person? If you are not currently answering all 3 of those questions on your own socials, in your own content, I promise you, you are missing out on money. And I could promise you that, because when we implement this and when we help a ton of other creatives implement what we're talking about today, immediately people start seeing deals come through, which is really, really important.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing this, you're leaving money on the table.
Yeah. And you might be wondering, like, why pin post? Like, why can't I just send this in email, or why can't I talk to people on a sales call about this or in a pitch, whatever? Pin posts are so important because the stats show over 50% of people will check your social media before ever hiring you. So this is important. If people are already landing there, this is your first impression to be able to tell somebody that they can connect with you, that they do know that you can solve their problem, and that they can trust you, which is huge.
So we built this framework to take all the guesswork out of what you need to do. So we'll tell you right now the 3 posts you need to make, which is number 1, answering the first question, which is, do I connect with this person? Well, the first post you need to make in order to combat that question and answer it is an origin story video, which is simply, what about your past, or what about your past gives you permission today in the present and in the future to solve somebody's problem or to help them achieve something. That is your origin story. That's going to help really, really create a likability between you and your ideal client. Okay. Number 2, remember the second question was, how do I know that this is actually going to work for me? Is this going to help me achieve what I'm trying to achieve or avoid what I'm trying to avoid? And what you need to create for that is simply a what you do post. Here's what I do. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it's going to help you achieve. Here's how the process looks like. That's number 2. The second post you need to make in the pin post framework is a what I do post. And last but not least, answering the third question, which is a huge question. Can I trust this person? What do you need to do? You got to make a case study pin post. You got to break down what you do for clients, whether you've got testimonials from past clients, whether you've got examples of work, or whether maybe you're like, well, Joey, I don't actually have any examples yet. I'm still new to this thing, or I've pivoted my business and I've gone from the brand industry to the wedding industry, or from the wedding industry to the brand industry, and I don't have a lot of examples of my work. You can still create a case study. A case study just has to be somewhat of a linear example of what it looks like to work with you and how somebody's going to get a result. So if you've never done it before, well, then make a case study video or a photo or a carousel or a post and break down what your actual process looks like, because people trust processes. So those are the 3 posts you need. You need an origin story post, you need a what I do post, and then you also need some type of a case study post. Now, go ahead and make those. We highly, highly encourage you to do so. However, if you want the whole thing given to you, if you want the shortcut, not only will we give you what those posts are, we'll also give you the scripts for those posts, and we're going to give you the frameworks, and we're going to give you a bunch of really, really good examples that you can draw inspiration from in our brand new course, Sell with Pin Post. We launched this a couple weeks ago. There's hundreds of you guys that have already jumped on into this and taken it, and the feedback has been incredible. And guess what? It's Black Friday. So if you want the whole equation on how to do this, it's about a 30-minute course you can watch, get all of the information, get all of the scripts, get the exact blueprint in order how to create these 3 pin posts the same way us and a ton of our other friends around Creative Rise have been doing it and immediately getting reached out to by people because these things actually are designed to sell. Well, the great news, that's $47, but for this week only, it's only 24 bucks, which is cool if you use code Black
Great
Friday.
deal.
So go to the website, link in the description, and you can get the entire breakdown of this course, the Sell with Pin Post course. Use code Black Friday, and they'll get you 50% off, which is amazing.
Yeah, but that's not
That's not it.
all. We go big for Black Friday, you guys. Every single course we have is 50% off. But if you want to bundle them all together, that would be $950. Okay, $950 for all of the courses, which is the Portfolio to Profit website course, the pitching course and outreach templates, the brand strategy social blueprint course, the Sell with Pinned Post course, along with the Creative Rise pricing calculator. If you were to buy all of those, it'd be $950. But for Black Friday and Black Friday only, you can get it all for $397.
It's a giant Black Friday bundle that we
Big
put together
bucks.
last year, and then we've revamped it, included some new stuff, and we're selling it for the same price. So here's what you got to do: go to the link in the description of this podcast, and you will see giant Black Friday bundle. Click on that, and then all you got to do is make sure you put in the code, one word, Black Friday, and you will see that 50% off represented there, which is amazing. So that goes for everything on the site this week, guys. Happy Black Friday! That's our gift to you. I don't know if you grew up in a family where people did Thanksgiving gifts. I didn't. But this is thanks. This it does sound nice. This is our Thanksgiving gift to you. So, guys, we're super thankful for you guys. As we started the show by talking about that, super thankful for this podcast and its ability to just help connect us with a ton of you guys every single week that listen to the show, but more importantly, reach out to us via social to talk about what's going on in your business or wins you've had or how you're going to be implementing the Sell with Pin Post course into your own business. So, whatever way that is, we're grateful for you guys. Go take advantage of the code Black Friday on our site, 50% off everything. And most importantly, get the Sell with Pin Post course that's included in one, you can buy it individually, but if you buy the giant Black Friday course bundle, you also get that and a bunch of other stuff for a killer
Exciting.
price this week. So, anyways, guys, we just want to encourage you, last but not least, to really, really take what we talked about seriously today. And I say that because we've seen the results of this really, really to be true in our own businesses and in a ton of other creative businesses inside of the Creative Rise community. This is really, really good stuff, and I want to make sure you get it. So whether you jump into the courses or not, whether you just hear what we talked about today and run with it, awesome, go do it. Most important thing is that you just implement it and you actually do the things we talked about, because that is going to make you money, and that is the exact reason why we sit in here and make an episode every single week, is to help you guys get paid to do what you love. Happy Black Friday. Most importantly, happy Thanksgiving to all y'all Americans and anybody else who wish you were here eating some turkey with us. And we'll catch you next week,
See you
guys.
next week, you guys.